Good evening and welcome to Up South, your window to South India, every evening at 6:30 p.m. with me, T.S. Sudhir. The cash for vote scam continues to be our lead story on Up South. Today, the Andhra Pradesh cabinet met under the chief ministership of Chandrababu Naidu and passed a resolution asking the centre to implement Section 8 of the AP Reorganisation Act 2014, which essentially means that the governor shall be responsible for the law and order situation in the common capital area of Hyderabad. The Andhra Pradesh government and the Telugu Desam are making a case that the Telangana government is tapping the phones of Chief Minister Naidu and several of his ministers and officials.
It is a battle between two chief ministers. With the emergence of the audio tape in which Chandrababu Naidu was allegedly heard backing a TDP leader's offer of bribe to an independent MLA, the TRS has gone for the jugular. The TDP chief hit back at his public meeting in Guntur.
TRS government హెచ్చరిస్తున్నా దయచేసి ఆలోచించండి రాష్ట్రాల మధ్య తగరాదు వద్దు రాష్ట్రాల మధ్య తగరాదు పెట్టుకుంటే చాలా దూరం వెళుతుంది నీకెన్ని అధికారాలు ఉన్నాయో దానికంటే ఎక్కువ అధికారాలు నాకు ఉన్నాయి నేను గాని కన్ను తెరిస్తే మళ్ళీ నీకు చాలా కష్టాలు వస్తాయి ఈ విషయం మీరు గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాల్సిన అవసరం ఉంది.
Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao gave a point-by-point rebuttal in a battle that has now become very personal.
చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు ఏం మాట్లాడతాడు? చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు నీకు ఒకటే మాట చెప్తా ఉన్నా. ఆయన ఏమంటాడు? కేసీఆర్ హైదరాబాద్ మీద నీకు ఎంత హక్కు ఉందో నాకు అంతే హక్కు ఉందో అని మాట్లాడతాడు. నీ అబ్బా జాగీరా చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు? హైదరాబాద్ నీ తాతదా? ఇవాళ హైదరాబాద్కు నువ్వు కాదు ముఖ్యమంత్రివి, తెలంగాణ బిడ్డ ముఖ్యమంత్రి.
Love thy neighbor is not an adage that KCR and Chandrababu Naidu believe in these days. The kind of political vitriol that they are pouring on each other shows that the already bitter relations between the two chief ministers have only got worse. And that doesn't augur well for the two states of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. In Hyderabad, T.S. Sudhir for India Today.
And what the leaders of the two parties say their cadre actually implements on the ground. Today outside the TDP office in Hyderabad, the TRS and TDP activists actually came to blows, even tried to hit each other with slippers. And it was only because of the city police intervention that the situation did not get out of hand. This kind of scenes obviously do not augur well for the kind of democracy that we have in the two young states of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. You can see those visuals on your screen. Activists of both the TRS and the TDP with slippers in their hands, mouthing abuses, hurling abuses at each other. Earlier in the day, I spoke to TDP senior leader K. Ramohan Rao, who was in Vijayawada. Mr. Rao, we heard the audio day before yesterday of a reported conversation between your leader Chandrababu Naidu and independent MLA Elvis Stephenson. Now, if it were to be forensically proved authentic, doesn't it badly damage the credibility of your leader?
No. See, Sudhir, here is the conversation also. Yesterday night also we denied from where he got, exactly the, sentences, whether fact or not also has to be verified and inquiry also has to be done. That also TDP has demanded yesterday.
Right. Are you saying, Mr. Rao, then that the voice is not that of Chandrababu Naidu?
I don't know the inquiry because he unless until today, as the many outside mimicry artists also they're using the voices, but I'm not saying this is that exactly unless until if thorough inquiry has to be done, we doesn't know. That is number one. Number two is that is also illegally they tapped. They don't have right to tap. He's a chief minister of Andhra Pradesh. How can they will tap the phone without government permission?
Your party has made this very serious allegation of phone tapping. Are you then saying that Mr. Naidu's, his MPs, his MLAs, officials, their phones are tapped while they are in the common capital of Hyderabad? Your leaders and different party cadre members have filed as many as 60 cases against KCR in the last 24 hours.
Yes, not only entire Naidu family and officers and our phones are tapped. That's what we are also feeling that all phones are tapped. That is totally illegal. They don't have right to tap our phones.
So who do you say, Mr. Rao, is tapping the phones?
No, because it's, they want to, party is gaining, credibility is the issue, because as you rightly mentioned earlier, he is a credibility leader he is a national leader, not only the chief minister. So Telangana also we are gaining. So they don't have option. Somehow they want say that demoralize our cadre, and Telangana they want to say something, Otherwise, how can he say our 5 MLAs and he has taken from party, has given a ministry, in front of our eyes, they are the ministers. Now you bribed them, you have taken them, and you have given ministries, and you are blaming us.
Right, okay, that's a complaint that the TDP has against the TRS, that 5 of your MLAs have been taken over, poached by the Telangana Rashtra Samiti in Telangana. But let's come back to this phone tapping issue. Are you clearly saying that the phone tapping has been done on the express orders of Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao?
100%. Without Chief Minister, the Telangana Chief Minister, they will not do this, and he is responsible. Definitely this matter will take up in the center also.
Right, Mr. Rao, finally, there is a chorus within the TRS which says that Chandrababu Naidu should be named as accused number 1 in the entire cash for vote scam. What will you do if the Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister is actually named as an accused?
See, the case has to be established. The matter is pending in the court. The issue is the government versus the government. So this has become not party to party. Now the issue has become state government, Andhra and the Telangana. I don't know what Telangana Chief Minister, he wanted.
Right. Mr. Ramon Rao, thanks a lot for joining us there from Vijayawada. Clearly, this issue is going to prolong. In fact, as I speak, Chandrababu Naidu is on his way to Delhi. He's going to meet the central leadership and complain to them about the attitude of the Telangana government and repeat that charge that his phones are being tapped, and press for Section 8 of the AP Reorganization Act to be actually implemented in the common capital area of Hyderabad. News now from Bangalore. In fact, the Karnataka Pollution Board has several interesting ideas on how to improve the climate and the weather in Bangalore, in fact, control the pollution. And the only problem is that several of the recommendations that it has made to the Karnataka Chief Minister on June 5 has actually run into a controversy, because it has baffled the bureaucracy on how actually to implement it. Because some of the recommendations include pubs should be shut by 10 p.m., public servants should not use light and air conditioning during daylight hours, banning of cars that give mileage less than 20 kilometers per litre, and ration fuel to about 100 litres a month for cars. Let's listen to some of the reactions that are coming in from Bengaluru.
I think it is almost some 3-4 months that the time has taken, and so basically the idea was to elicit the public views on the climate change. So what are the factors responsible for this global warming and climate change? And what are the measures to combat this global warming and climate change? So during this process, I think around 21 places they have conducted this interactive meeting, and the various sections of the society, like NGOs, people, officers, so like that, some scientists, like that, the different sections of the people participated in this interactive session.
They have ample powers under the Act for the pollution controlling. At the same time, what action is being taken by them is also a question now. And the report is being submitted, and now only I saw the recommendations. I must look into the report and assess the genuinity.
No, I think these are done by people who have not probably studied what needs to be done and just top of the mind, writing, make a list. And pubs being closed at 10 and all as ridiculous suggestions. We have to live a good quality life, and people should have choices. The way to reduce energy is to make sure that you get energy efficient equipment, you have better practices, you reduce wastage of energy, and use more public transport. Now reducing the lighting and saying we're going to shut down by 10 o'clock is not going to change anything much.
Pondicherry University is back in the news, and for all the wrong reasons. In fact, videos have emerged that show a senior professor and his colleague harassing a student that include an alleged 27-hour detention, forced stripping, and admission of a crime that he says he never committed. One of the teachers involved has claimed that this was done on the orders of the Vice-Chancellor. The victim, then a first-year MA Tamil student, was accused of being the masked naked intruder spotted at the women's hostels 3 days earlier. A preliminary probe by the university and another by its then registrar corroborate the student's claim based on CCTV footage that he was in the library when the alleged hostel intrusion occurred. The student, whose mother is a labourer in Tamil Nadu's Virudhunagar district, scored 90% in all the semesters except the one that followed his detention.
வேற என்ன எடுத்த சைக்கிள் எடுக்கல வேற என்ன எடுத்த ஷூஸ் எடுப்பூடாத பழையக்காத புதுசா என்ன எடுத்த
அத நானே எழுதி கொடுத்தேன்ல இவ்வளவுதான் நான் செஞ்சேன்னு
நீ இன்னும் நிறைய வச்சிருக்க நீ சொல்ல மாட்டற உனக்கு ஷாக் ட்ரீட்மென்ட் கொடுத்தா நீ சொல்லுவ நீ சொல்லுடா இவ்வளவு பண்ணிட்டு இன்னும் சொல்லுடா யார் அந்த டீம் லீடர் யார் உனக்கு இல்ல நீ தான் டீம் லீடரா மத்த யார் இருக்காங்க மெம்பர்ஸ் யார் இருக்காங்க ஒருத்தன் செய்யல
காட்டி கொடுக்க கூடாதுன்னு நினைக்காத
ஆமா
காட்டி கொடுக்க கூடாதுல எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சது எவ்வளவுதான்
பனிஷ்மென்ட் உனக்கு குறையும்
அவ்வளவுதான் சொல்வாங்க
அவ்வளவுதான்
டா இவ்ளோ பெரிய அகால
ஏன்னா அவனுங்க செய்யற தப்பெல்லாம் ஓ மேல போடாம போட வேண்டிய
லிஸ்ட் உண்மையில தான் ஆட் ஆகும் சொல்றேன் அவர்
டெய்லி வர கம்ப்ளைண்ட் எல்லாம் சார் கிட்ட தான் வரும் டைரக்டா சார் கிட்ட வரும் அதுல எங்க கிட்ட எப்படி இருந்தாலும் கொடுத்து தான் வச்சிருப்பாங்க அது எல்லாத்தையும் எடுத்து வச்சிருவோம் ஆபீஸ்ல எல்லாமே இருக்கு லிஸ்ட் எடுத்து போட்டு எல்லாம் உன் தலையில தான் போடுவோம்
ஐபேட் காசு
ஆமா எல்லாம் உன் தலையில வந்துரும் அதனால உன் கூட இருக்க கூட்டாளிங்களே யாருன்னு சொல்லிடு
நான் ஒருத்தன் தானே இதத்த நான் வேற எதுவுமே செய்யவே இல்ல
காலையில இருந்து இப்படி தான் சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கா நான் வேற ஒண்ணும் இல்ல வேற ஒண்ணும் செய்யலன்னு சொல்லி
நான் கேக்கும்போது என்ன சொன்னேன் பேண்ட் தான் எடுத்தேன் சட்டை தான் எடுத்தேன்னு சொன்னீங்க அப்புறம் இதெல்லாம் ஒத்துக்கினீங்க
அப்புறம் என்ன தடவைன்னு மேல வந்ததெல்லாம்
student was clearly charged based on false information and he was tortured and detained for more than 24 hours in a dark room, confined to the dark room, and then without clothes. It was said, but of course I did not see whether he was wearing any clothes or not, but that's the thing. And then, you know, there were some faculty involved in this, and there were a lot of excesses, and he was taken to the ladies' hostel and paraded, and everything is shown in the video. But all the things what the Vice-Chancellor is doing is just sending only false reports.
Let me cut across live to my colleague Shisha Reddy, who joins me from Pondicherry. Shisha, very disturbing story there from the Pondicherry University. What kind of action is being taken in this particular episode?
Well, Sudhir, there's no action that's been taken. So that is one of the reasons that why the professors in the joint committee in the Pondicherry University have been protesting and asking for some sort of a clarification on what they are going to take. And now I have Dasagiri Reddy, who is the General Secretary of PUTA. Sir, what are you demanding at this point in time?
We demand an immediate removal of the Vice-Chancellor of Pondicherry University. I do not know why the MHRD minister is sitting on the evidences that we have shown to her. These are all the solid evidences. We have compiled her fraud, whatever she has committed in her CV for the appointment of this the post. We have compiled everything in the form of a book and then submitted this one to MHRD, President of India, and then PMO.
So this is also including the detention and the CCTV footage.
Yes, we have. Regarding the detention, we have submitted in the month of December itself. And then, of course, a fact-finding committee was constituted, and the fact-finding committee has submitted its report. But so far, the MHRD did not act anything on this one. Actually, for the past 3 months, she had not acted on fact-finding committee. But there was no committee constituted on the bogus CV.
Right. So, well, very clearly, Sudhir, you know, this is the angst as far as the joint committee in the Pondicherry University is concerned, that no action has been taken even after 3 months of the evidence that they have got.
Right, a very disturbing story there, Shisha Reddy. We'll continue to track this story. We'll take it back. You're with Up South. Now, one more author is in the middle of a controversy in Tamil Nadu. And this author, Jody Cruz, says he received no support from the literary community.
Tamil novelist and 2009 Sahitya Academy Award winner Jody Cruz has been taken to court. His award-winning novel, Korkai, has offended the fishermen community. They allege that D. Cruz has portrayed an objectionable picture of the fisherwomen of Tuticorin.
The first novel was written in 2004. Why now? Second novel was written in 2009. Why now? These are all fundamental elements. the so-called ideologists, so-called fundamental elements who want to make their living out of their fundamentalism.
But unlike the cases of Perumal Murugan and P. Murugesan, both of whom were threatened and intimidated, there has been little support for D. Cruz from fellow writers.
This infuriates people, and they are trying to link me. Oh, this fellow is trying to say about the female goddess of the country, so he is Hindutva. No, I am not Hindutva. I am linking my culture, my people with the culture of the land. That is what I am saying. So you brand me to something. I don't want to be branded to anything.
The magistrate has admitted the petition and issued summons to the writer to appear before court on the 12th of June. However, D. Cruz is not shying away from confrontation.
Of course, there are threatening calls. There are so many other attempts. There are attempts of removing me from the summons and so-called notices, all that I have faced in all these 10, 11 years. But nothing has stopped me in my travel. I am traveling with the help of God, with the help of the time, with the help of the nature. My travel cannot be challenged by anybody.
With Srisha Reddy in Chennai, Bureau Report, India Today.
That's it then on Up South News and Updates.